The 17th Conference of Parties, COP17, of the United Nations Conference on Climate Change, which took place between the 28th of November till 9th of December 2011, was held in Durban, South Africa. COP17 was the continuation of efforts of the representatives from all the countries in the United Nations to deliberate and negotiate on how to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions, which result in climate change. The effects of climate change include variation in normal weather period and could range from high and low temperature to excessive or lack of rainfall. This change leads to shoreline erosion, sea level rise, flooding, drying and shrinking of streams and rivers, melting of the ice cap in the Arctic region, among others. Since the conference started, there have been different methods and projects undertaken to reduce the greenhouse gases, such as the Clean Development Mechanism, CDM, reducing emission from deforestation and forest degradation, REDD, among others. This year's conference ended with a second commitment to the Kyoto Protocol, which involves projects undertaken in developing countries to reduce greenhouse gases and traded with developed countries in the international carbon market. Though there is usually a day set aside, known as Global Action Day for Climate Change, used to voice the demands of the different groups represented at the conference, such as the youth, civil societies, organized labor, women, indigenous people, among others.
In this continent of Africa, 80% of food production of this continent is by rural women.
And we as young people are very, very vulnerable, and your decisions are going to affect us because you will be long gone when we are here remaining with the consequences of the decisions that you're going to take. So please bear in mind that when you negotiate, you've got our future in your hands.
This is the rural women who are coming from the countryside of Africa, but because they are the least marginalized and least considered people, nobody cares to listen to what they want to say. These are the women who depend on the weather for a living.
An environmental activist and member of the civil society group in Lagos State, Mr. Suleiman Aribabu, called on the federal government to be more proactive in championing a roadmap in combating climate change.
Since the beginning of the COP, Nigeria, so to speak, have been absent at the official level. That Nigeria's position at the COPs must be something that is consultative. It must be reaching those positions must be a participatory process. People's all voices must count. When we have that, when NGOs get to the COPs, even when the Nigerian delegation is not here, we know what we are after. We know what is in our national interest. Unless we have strategic national interest that we have all consulted and we have arrived at through a participatory process, that is what we need to communicate to where everybody that comes to the COP, we are pursuing that national agenda. And that is what we expect to see.
Also, a consultant to the Federal Ministry of the Environment, Mr. Victor Ikom, said Nigeria should maximize the opportunities provided under the REDD Plus project of the United Nations to create green jobs for the unemployed, as this would help reduce poverty in the country. The fight to combat climate change is a collective responsibility, as greenhouse gases, which brings about heat, could be reduced by being more environment friendly. Why not join the fight?
I am Tina Armstrong.